What is it, Tom? Red. That red? Orange. This is yellow. What colour is the sun? Yeah, me too. That's where I'm from. The red wall. You can stay there, boy. What is the sun? Morning. I'll tell you what, it's a fucking lovely day out. So, we went a bit brown yesterday. What is it, Tom? What is the sun? No, you can't have it. Okay, just give me the remote. Went swimming in the water, one little fish went swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. Two little red fish swimming in the water. Swimming in the water. Two little red fish swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 pop. Three yellow fish. Three little yellow fish swimming in the water. What is the sun? Bubble, 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 pop. Four little sea fish swimming in the water. Four little. This is what my life has come to. Bubble, 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 pop. Yeah. How's that a starfish? That's the worst starfish in the world. Wow, my man's trying to be a dolphin. Nah. Anyway, if any is coming me chat and you're not sub to me channel, can you do that for me? Swimming in the water, five little rainbow fish swimming in the water. Five little rainbow fish swimming in the water. Pop. Bubble, 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 bubble. Pop.
Sometimes in school, we need to
Tom.
raise our hand to talk. Can you practice it with me? Raise your hand. And now we wait. We also use our listening ears. Can you turn them on with me? Click. Click.
I'm watching kids programs with my son.
What do you hear?
I'll tell you what, it's a nice day for fishing, but I'm not going on the canal.
Let's listen again. I hear a dog. Let's listen one
Tom?
more time.
Daddy, have a kiss. That's an elephant. And it's got a big long thing in between its eyes. Called the trunk. I'll learn you about that one day. What is it, Tom? What is it, son? Morning, Ricky. I go tomorrow, mate. Alright, okay, give me a second. He's handing me the bleeding remote. Look at this little fella. I'm gonna whip you up out of that. I need to change the program. He keeps handing me the remote. You know what I mean? Will you give me a chance to turn the telly over? Were you so impatient? Were you so... Right, tell you what, we're going for Mr. Bean. What do you reckon? Hey, I'll burn your bean down in a minute if you carry on. There'll be no Mr. Bean. The only bean that's going to be here is Coffee Bean. Right? Me son loves Mr. Bean. You know. I told you Liverpool wouldn't lose at Anfield last night. I told you that last week. Galatasaray went there with a 1-0 lead. I said it. Here, don't write Liverpool off, ever. Especially not in Europe. I told you they'd win. Mr. Bean, woo! That Mr. Bean, come on. That Mr. Bean. Yeah, many years ago, yeah. Many years ago. You've been on the dick. How about that? Yeah, you've been on the cock. Now, for being rude, I'll just remove you. Don't have me swearing in front of me son, right? And as for you, you baldy prick, you'll do nothing. You're another gobshite mouthpiece from Manchester. You're a fucking clown. I give you multiple opportunities. I even told you me location where I was on my own, you big sausage. You know, see on him, you couldn't do nothing to me. You know why? Because I tell myself you're gonna hurt my kids by hurting me, so I won't allow that to happen. I'll bounce your head off the ground easy, you fat cunt. Oh dear. Right, okay. Will you give me a second? Come here, why are you so impatient? Why are you so impatient? Why? Hey. Okay, I'm changing it. Listen, it is what it is. Not everyone's gonna like you. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I mean? But if you want to be rude, I don't care if you insult me. It's like, but if you're a dick, I'll remove you. Well, you're the yat that come in here. No one asked you to come in, you fucking hairy bitch. You understand? You've got fucking hairy arms. Shut your face. You know, you're taking male hormones, you gobshite. No wonder you've got a big hairy face in you. And I can imagine you've got a big hairy set of armpits as well. A big hairy set of pits. Fuck that. Where's Pumpkin? Oh, Pumpkin. Bounce Patrol. This is what I'm believing watching. Where's Pumpkin? What? How are you today, though? Run away. Follow that tune. Where's Carrot? How are you today then? How do you think he is? Terrified because he's gonna go into a stew. He's a fucking carrot. Run away, run away. I have to do the actions for him. What did you say? Hang on. What did you just... Take that dummy out. What did you just say? Listen, you never heard that word here. Right, what are you so aggressive for? You understand? You need to stop that. Save it for when you're in the ring. Yeah, you think you're smart now. Watch when you can talk. Gloves on. Gum shield in. What is the sun? Where's Pumpkin? In the supermarket. Where is Green Bean? Here. Where's Green Bean? And shout out to Boiling Beans. I love my man. More than Finn. Me life's over, bro. Look. This is me every morning, look. I'm fucking sick of it. I've had enough. Tom, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here, you look like you're about to... I don't know whether you're... Listen, you look like you're about to get ready for a scrum and get involved. You know what I mean? He's a wagon, he is. Son! No. Right, alright, I'm turning it off. Hang on. Wait. One sec, son. Yeah, I'll do it for you now. I just want to do something to help me morning. One sec. Yeah. 1 second. Hang on. Right, son, listen. You wouldn't appreciate this person. Right. Our birthday was the 16th of August. I couldn't tell you what year. It could have been 1968. How are you, Stephen? Were you drinking coffee, Finn? Ah, for fuck's sake. I haven't any coffee. I'm very Johnny. I just don't have coffee.
Good going, stranger. And you can dance.
Come on, son. Come on, come on. Ready, son? Shout along. Right. You don't know who Jim Skin is? Forget about it. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Shout out to Jim Skin. Oh, Tom, I found your favourite. 9 green fucking bottles. Fuck's sake. 9 green bottles. Me fucking big. I have a 50-inch TV in my studio in one of the bedroom. They won't fit there. I'm afraid it'd fall on my son. You know. And if one little flower should accidentally fall, there'll be 8 pretty flowers. Yeah, can you do me a favour? How you run? I like Jim Skin. You know, he's my favourite out of them all. I don't like Stacks. I think he's a wanker. You know what I mean? But he's smart. Because he knows that's going to rub people up the wrong way by saying he's the hardest man on the internet. When people walk in the room, you look down. Well, I'll tell you what, bro, no matter what room you walked in, I was in, I wouldn't be looking down. Do you understand? I'm Irish, bro, yeah. You're a mouthpiece. Fight somebody. You know, here, any man who has group wanks, sorry for saying it, yeah, you actually said it in an interview. You and your mate have group WANKS. What does that make you? He said it in an interview. Him and his mates have group WANKS. That is fucked up. Too many years in jail. Joint haystacks. You're a stack of shit. You know that lad live up that Scouser, what's his name? Lee Fletcher. I'd smash you to bits. He'd smash you to bits. You know, I don't like any of them. But I'll tell you what I do like. I like the way HS Tucky, even though I don't like him. Hey, I like what he did to Piers Morgan. Rage bait, my man's like, yo, there's your gal. You know, that's your gal. You understand? He fucking made Piers Morgan walk off his own show. That's an achievement, that. I don't like HS Tucky, but I like him for that. You know, he fucking cooked, proper cooked Piers Morgan. My man is 180 degrees for 4 hours, cooked. You know, come here, can you do me a favour, people? If you're in me live and you're not sub to me channel, I've a pain in me bollocks waiting to get to 4,500. I'm like 11 subs away. So if you're not sub to me channel, can you do it? I fucking hate the Teletubbies. Whoever created them 4 bastards, I swear to God, man, they deserve purgatory. Because I'm in hell when I'm listening to this. Do you know what? Direct clap if you're happy and you know what, clap your hands. No fucking clapping here. Ah. So, I told you Liverpool wouldn't lose, didn't I? Stamp your feet. What are you saying? He's over there doing all that. What are you doing? What's this? Is that your new thing? Come on, come on. It's a nice day to go fishing. It's a nice day to do hunting. And here, I wasn't in Liverpool yesterday. That's Manchester, Toxteth Street, in open shot. You know, I'm hardly going to go up to Toxteth and start saying, fuck the Scousers. You know, you're going to look for trouble. I get on with the Scousers. Me future daughter-in-law is a Scouser. A big football family as well. You know what I mean? So if my lad ever has a kid, you know, the dad said, is he going to be a Liverpool fan or a Man United fan? He's going to be a fucking Man United fan, mate. You know. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Goal! Oh, oh, oh! Thomas! Oh, oh, oh! I have a new nickname for Thomas. Tommy Tucked In. Hey, the Italians used to call each other, like, I remember here watching that Goodfellas. You know, they all have nicknames, don't they? They're like the Irish, the Italians, you know. They're known by their fucking nickname. I've given my son a few. Tommy Two Bibs, Tommy Tucked In, Dribbles. I'll tell you, you want to hear what he gets called sometimes. God forgive me. You know what I mean? But it didn't do me no harm. Maybe just a little. Not matches did that. Like I said, a lot of us, man, have trauma from childhood, and when we're in our teens, we tend to experiment with drugs and fucking alcohol. You know, that's why I say to people, listen, if you've got mental health issues, you have to look in yourself. Do you understand? It's like we all bury trauma. You know, everybody's buries trauma, and they bury it with alcohol, drugs, pills. You know, I was like that. You know, I don't know when the last time was I went near powder cocaine or the other stuff. And I'm happy for that. You know, fucking thing. Yeah, fuck cocaine. Amen to that thing. Like, bro, that's why I stay away from pubs. You know, I don't put myself in situations where there's gonna be a chance of me relapsing. Yeah, amen to that, bro. Hang on. Give me a second. I've just heard a ding there. Me lad's going to Dublin tomorrow, Finn. You know. My son's granddad's not too well, so they're going home, you know what I mean? The Cabra. Fucking bastard Wi-Fi, man. It keeps fucking buffering. Yeah. You're Francie about it. Yeah, it's like he was with his wife for over 50 years, you know, and she died, like, you know what I mean? That must be harder, you know, being with somebody. Listen, loving somebody, it doesn't matter. I really miss them, but it's like, imagine being married to someone for 50 years and he died. You know, that hurts, that must hurt, yeah. You know you can die of a broken heart, right? Telling you now, you know, love hurts, man. That's why I won't get a dog. You know, I won't have a dog. You know, the love that I have, you know, the love I have is for my kids. I don't want a dog. You know, they're filthy animals. They're great companions. They're great pets. But, you know, I can't be asked going around cleaning after a fucking dog. You know, bollocks to that. You know. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of pets. I didn't have, you know what I mean? A lot of my mates had horses and shit. I never owned one. What's the weather like, Ricky? I look Swedish. I'll take that. I'm from Karlstad. Yeah, Karlstad. My brother Mark has been to Sweden. Now, I've never been. Mark has gone. My brother's been to Sweden. Karlstad. What's my favourite food? Seafood. And I see, I eat seafood, basically. Tom, listen, I did nothing to the Wi-Fi, bro. It's gone off. Oh, fuck's sake, man. I'm getting terrorized by a fucking 2-year-old. All types. All kinds of music in all fairness, yeah? Except fucking rock music. I'm not into heavy metal shit. Bro, I was being sarcastic when I said seafood. Everything I see, I eat. As long as it hasn't got olives in it, you know. I won't eat them fucking things. I hate olives. And I don't know why people eat them and have them in their martinis and all. You know, you fucking choke on one of them bad boys. Olives. Oh shit. Well, Leah, you like rock? No, I don't know how to cook it. I've never tried, in all fairness. You know, I used to like it. You know, but it's not good for you. It's very bad. You know, it doesn't matter. Drugs are bad for you. You know, I've had so many people die from taking drugs. I have a lot of friends that are still taking drugs to this day. I say to them, what's your secret? I never stopped. That's my secret, Jude. How are you, Andrew? I never stopped. That's what I was told when I asked the question. I said, bro, how come you're not dead yet? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's your secret? How did you get off all them opiates and all? Jude, I never stopped. What? Yeah, I go out the odd Saturday night and have the odd cheeky key. I'm like, still, you know, like, we all make choices, you know. I was a drug addict. I've been a drug addict most of my life, you know, and I blamed other people for all the shit I got into, you know, but you have to be accountable. You know, I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been kidnapped, I've been tortured. You know, all that nasty shit. But I come through it, and it learnt me a hell of a valuable lesson to get the fuck away from it. And then what happens is, when you become a father, when you become a parent, your priorities change. You know, everything changes. You know, you go from being the number one chabby in the house to be just a fucking... Do you understand? What happens is, when you're in a relationship, I'd like to shout out to my queen, who I am with 4 years today. How mad has that been? I'm with Lisa 4 years today. Happy anniversary, love. I'm going to cock you something later on. Sorry, I'm going to cook you something later on. My bad. Yeah, Finn, you know what? You always put a smile on my face. You know, 4 years today, yeah. I don't know how the fuck she puts up with me, mate, because I'll tell you one thing, I have nightmares. I talk in my sleep. I sing in my sleep, in fact. You know. It's like, no, but drugs are bad for you. All jokes aside, yeah. Finn is spot on. Drugs deprive you at time from your children. Listen, I used to be a heroin addict, a cocaine addict, a crack addict, a tablet addict. I'm still taking loads of medications. I'm still on a load of tablets. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm still on certain medication. I've been on a certain medication for nearly 27 years. You know, it's like, but like I said, it's like I've never been this steady in my entire life. You know, sober. Like, The difference between me and other people is I can go down to Carnarvon Street and piss in a bottle, and the only thing you'll find in my urine is what's prescribed to me. It's in your eyes, you see. When you take cocaine, your pupils always go like that. You understand? You'll never see my eyes big, ever. It's in the fucking eyes, look. You were born... Yeah, you've told me that a few times. I know somebody else that was born in prison, but I don't think he was chained to the bed. I don't think his ma was chained to the bed. Well, shout out to him and his ma. And shout out to you. You know. Run away, run away, run away. Have we any coffee? No. Bollocks! I didn't put it on the list. You know when your missus says to you here, yeah, you're spot on. But you already know that. I already told you that. You know that, bro. What about you? So which prison were you born in? I know another fella who was born in prison, yeah. But I don't think he was shackled to the bed. You know what I mean? I know you've been shackled to a few beds in your life, but you never told anyone that, did you? I wasn't aware. Like, I can't imagine that, right? You know Billy Moore? No, do you know, you see that Billy Moore? He was shackled, right? Now, I've always tried to imagine what it'd be like to try sleep with shackles on your legs, because they leave big sores, right? Yeah, there's another lad off YouTube that was born in prison that wrote a book. But fucking, all jokes aside, that Billy Moore, now, in Thailand, when he first went to prison, he was shackled. I'll be honest with you, don't get me wrong, I'd spar with Billy, no problem. He's smaller than me. You know, don't get me wrong, he's a big lump, but he can bang, you know what I mean? But I like and his movie was fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? Great movie, A Prayer Before Dawn. You know, he was the only foreigner ever to represent that prison. You know what I mean? And he won his freedom in the end. I think he got a pardon, did he? Or he got out, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter, I'll tell you what. Going to jail in Thailand is totally different to Ireland. Well, shoulders, he hasn't him. Well, I'll be honest with you, I think he's I think he's alright. You know, like, there's a few people now that don't get on with him in Manchester, like, but look, it is what it is. It'd be like, you know, look, YouTube is YouTube, and there's content creators everywhere. You know, it's like, and you carry yourself a certain way because people can see through you. You're very transparent. Very cush, rainbow cushion on the way. Oh, imagine missing the postman. Yeah, it's like, I can't imagine what it'd be like in prison like that over there. Like, imagine making friends with someone in the Thai jail, right? Next of all, these five fuckers walk over, put a knife to your neck, put a knife to his neck and start riding him in front of you and having a thing like that. And